They always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Well, it's about to be 8.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled
Oh, he is
boots.
wearing underwear.
His skin is
That's
greenish,
nice.
I thought he was wearing
marbled
pants.
with decaying veins,
No.
and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
That's fair. I just figured he was naked and the game was just being, like, tasteful with the nudity. Then again, this game is literally anything except tasteful, so I don't know why I thought that.
Fair.
Respect the boots.
The material
Cool boots.
appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark
kinda look like-
contrast to the decaying
like football
flesh
boots or
above
something.
the knee.
I was gonna
The
say,
man
like,
wore
armored
thick
greaves from,
polymer
like...
socks,
big cleats.
probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
Yeah, those are some heavy-duty damn shoes.
Yeah.
The Hanged Man. Damn.
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
They do look like they came off of a Titan from Destiny.
Yeah, they do look like generic fantasy armor that's
Yeah.
just been stylized just a little bit. Damn. You know, now that I did that Everart impression, I just want to do it more. It's actually really fun. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. Mr. Dubois, you really are raking the jerky with this one.
As I crack
These
all
are
of my
clearly
knuckles.
not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
I mean, not literally, though.
Oh, they might be.
No, that's silly. This isn't some sort of fantasy world. These aren't just boots, are they? This is the armor he was stripped of.
Go for it.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Oh.
What's a sabaton? I guess it's just a different kind of footwear.
Let me be specific, so...
With his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. That's true. Well, knowing this game, if I press the button, it's going to tell me.
A piece of armor that covers the foot, typically made of mail with a solid toe and heel.
Right, so
It's a
it's...
specific, like, actual fantasy armor boot.
Yeah, it's like an armored boot. Interesting. So it actually is, like, plated. That's cool.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Zirconium dioxide. That's like the stuff that you put in vinegar and it makes volcanoes, right? Oh no, that's sodium bicarbonate. I always get those mixed up. Silly me. Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Yeah, this is the most plot relevant thing we've done in like 6 hours.
Pull the boot off. Do it, you're a real man.
Well, yeah, might as well.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Yeah, let's fucking go.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Never punished.
Stop!
The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brutal!
Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why is that?
I would just say, oh, this is a bad idea.
What? Oh, this is a bad idea. Why are you distressed, Lieutenant? I'm attempting to pull the boot off so I can inspect the boot.
You're about to pull his head off.
No, I don't think I am.
Do it, homo!
Hey, don't call me names. That just makes me want to decapitate him even more. Okay, so homo is fine, apparently.
I guess. It's less derogatory, I guess.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I'm gonna pull his head off, right? What? Not homo. I mean, I could be.
Do what?
And that's perfectly fine. What?
What?
Pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case.
Oh,
Alright,
damn
alright,
it,
fair
Kim.
enough.
You and your technicalities.
Indeed, From this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscle.
Oh.
Damn, that's brutal. And accurate. Hey man, you can't even like... I know this isn't equivalent, but like you can't eat like meat if it's been sitting out for like 3 hours. I can only imagine 7 days. You know, one time I was working this catering job, and I accidentally left one of the backup cheese trays in my car because I had to use my personal vehicle to move it.
Please tell me you
due
did
to
not
circumstances. No. But it's I went back, I cleaned the stuff up, and then I got off work, and then like a month later, I realized that there was still another tray sitting in my trunk because it was so well wrapped. It was completely insulated. Because when you move that stuff off site, it needs to be like triple wrapped so that nothing shifts in transit. And it was just this giant patchwork of mold. Because it was like cheese and like sausage and stuff. It was actually kind of impressive. I tossed the whole fucking thing. But it didn't stink.
Oh my God.
It didn't stink, not even a little bit. It was just that well wrapped. Good on them for doing it right. Unfortunate. But yeah, I must have had that thing in my trunk for at least a month. It was crazy. It's an occupational hazard if I ever saw one. But yeah, decapitation?
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
These boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants. This is advanced enemy technology. We should conduct research into their weaknesses. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside this boot. I thought he was gonna say, there might be clues to boot.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know, it doesn't seem above Harry to make a stupid pun. They look fancy. I thought we could pawn them, earn some lucre. I'm sorry, I didn't even want to take them off. I just thought I should try.
I honestly like that last one because it's accurate. But it's gonna give you sorry cop points. If
I
you're
literally,
fucking with
yeah,
it.
you're right. Oh, damn, that's the real meta, Caleb. We can't pick the one that says I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can.
Because that's gonna give us sorry cop points, and
Yeah,
I don't
but-
want to be a fucking sorry cop. I'd rather be a fascist cop, quite honestly.
Can't... Oh wait, huh? Hold on.
Yeah, if there was between those two things.
Rather be a fascist than a good person.
If I'm the one in charge, sure. Hey, being a rank file grunt sucks. I don't want to be that in anything. Yeah. I thought I could pawn them. That's pretty good. There may be clues.
Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing? Just these ones. Besides,
Taps on the boot.
there's no way you are getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots for 7 days. They're fused to his feet now. Why do you think they are the only thing left on him?
Now, I have to say for the record, I am not a fascist, as far as I know. I am, however, slightly unhinged when you give me multiple bad options in a queue of options.
I am glad that you specified that. Not that I thought you were a fascist. But
Yeah.
you're saying some dangerous fucking thing.
This game is making me say these things.
This
For
game is
Hey,
incentivizing you
I
to
will say anything for a good joke, even if it might end up being mildly uncomfortable. Because a good laugh is worth being slightly fascist.
Okay, but I've also known you to say a lot of things for a bad joke, too.
So, what's the difference?
Fascism?
How the fuck do I know if the joke's gonna be good until I say it? That's the problem. I don't. And sometimes I go too far, and I'll backpedal when I need to. But until then, I want this guy's boots.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off.
Really?
But first, the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
That makes sense. But, oh yeah, we come back, we get him down from the tree, come back later, I steal his boots, and then the next day Kim and I show up at the body again, and he looks and he sees the no boots on the body.
Then he sees
And
you're
he
wearing the
sees
boots.
me wearing the boots. And he's just like, do I even bother saying anything? Would it really make a difference?
He might just handcuff you.
I guess we'd have to wait until they do the autopsy just to make sure we're not tampering with the evidence.
That's a good idea.
It's like, sounds like a plan, except steal a dead man's boots. But that would be dishonorable. Refuse. For honor.
Yeah, honor's fun.
Yeah, that game's pretty good. I wish it wasn't made by Ubisoft. Ah, I fat-fingered again. That's fine.
You were at low morale anyways.
Yeah, whatever. Sounds like a plan.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, okay.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Where's the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't.
That's true, actually.
Damn, picking boots off a dead guy.
Specifically, probably the rest of the armor.
Oh, sure. Well, I don't know how much of it there was. I assume...
He might have been like
Yeah.
a weird-ass cosplayer.
Well, we found his clothes in the dumpster, right? I guess I should also say, for the purposes of this playthrough, almost everything I say is a joke made for comedic purposes.
You might want to put that as like a warning before the episode of
No.
the...
No.
Fair enough.
If somebody thinks I'm an asshole, there's nothing that I can say to the contrary that is going to stop them from saying that. There's no point. If you've gotten this far and you don't find it funny, I don't know what to tell you, man.
That's fair.
Like, spite watches. Actually, I wouldn't mind that. Go ahead and do that if you're still doing that. I need more views on our videos.
We should keep a lookout for this species. The
Yeah.
armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Yes, Kuno may know something about the pieces of armor. Maybe he was just wearing these boots. Oh yeah, it is spelled with a U.
Yeah, because it's not English. It's British.
Just wearing these boots, and there's no rest of the armor.
I doubt it.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Really?
Huh.
It's Under Armour. Literally.
Hashtag not sponsored.
See, that's relevant stuff. Well, I meant in the terms of, like, undergarments.
I know, I meant...
Oh yeah, that is a brand, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. That makes sense.
They were told to strip him before they hung him to demean him. See, that's kind of what I was thinking before, too. I don't... Like, it's possible that they stripped him before because we found his clothes in the locked dumpster. Which means somebody had to have gathered them and done it intentionally. Could have been rocking around naked like this for all we know.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Interesting.
Relevant.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Clearly, Kuno would like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on to.
Right. Well, we'll get to him in a second. Material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Wow, it's somewhat bulletproof. That's interesting. Or it's bullet resistant at the very least. Curious.
Okay, nothing's really bullet.
Yeah. Damn, I've been really underestimating baking soda.
What?
It's that zirconium bicarbonate, right?
I'm gonna punch you.
How much are we talking?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Oh!
Yeah, it looks really fancy.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Man, we found $40 digging through garbage today, too. Cool. Ka-ching! Nod toward the boots. Wait, my yearly pay is...
Ka-ching babies just like you.
Wait, my yearly pay... So this is one of those. This is one of the weights. This is just going to give us information, I think. Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real?
Not too much, yes.
Oh, I guess it wasn't. That, oh, damn you person in chat. You lied to me. That's okay, I appreciate you comment anyway.
Or maybe they didn't, and you just need to go a little further.
I need to go a bit further beyond. Sounds puny, no wonder I can't pay my hospital. Pathetic! I need to hustle more and hate less. I agree with one of that. Or, it's enough. Yeah, let's do the hustle.
I have no idea what that means.
That's fair. That's fair, Kim.
You might be able to redo the material looks out of place and then go back to do the... Oh,
I don't need to go back to it.
that's fair.
I just wanted the option. How could this man afford such expensive hardware? No, dude, if we went back through... I'm making a hard rule not to go back through old conversations unless it's really valuable, because, like I said before, 90 hours.
Yeah, we should probably...
Let's not do that. How could this man afford... That's why I'm going to not pick some options on some of these things, too.
Yeah.
Same reason. I'm only going to pick what seems relevant or interesting. How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
It's pretty ritzy.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
What? Everard must have been in some weird shit.
I don't think knocking on the boot's gonna do anything since you already, tried to pull it off.
Okay, my security man. Now you need to put on this full set of medieval armor. And then go parading through the streets. We're going to put out a parade float with a dragon. And then I'm going to have you slay him with this vaguely suggestive spear that I pulled from my favorite show, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh, the penis sandwich spear.
I don't know what it's based on, but I like all the crosses in it.
Oh, it's based on Pseudo Regalia with all the crosses.
Yes, that goat fucker game.
Fucking hate that voice. Fucking...
Running gag, get, maybe?
All of me, everything is hate.
Hey, if you hate this bit, go ahead and post it in the comments, and I'll read it 5 episodes after it's actually relevant. I agree, I don't think we need to knock on the boot.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Yummy.
No.
Kinda looks like a piñata. You know they make like fun like vibrant colors on piñatas? And they make like the lines. It kinda looks like the lines on a piñata. Except gore.
So it's like a Halloween piñata.
Why aren't Halloween piñatas a thing now that I think about it?
Uh,
Handy and Halloween are already perfect.
Maybe they are a thing and we're just lame.
Maybe it's the concept of beating a literal dead body hanging from a noose that might evoke something that adults maybe don't want kids to start thinking about.
Yeah, actually, that's probably a good idea.
I don't know, man. I'd beat up a skeleton piñata. That just sounds fun.
Yeah, if it's like a skeleton, sure. I guess it depends on how morbid it is.
Damn, why does that sounds like such a slam dunk? Why has nobody ever thought of this before?
They probably have. It probably just failed.
See, Caleb, that's the thing about invention. The great inventors of all time are not people who came up with new, amazing ideas. They're the people who looked at an invention that they made and went, wait, why is nobody selling this? This is so obvious. And those are the people who make $1 billion.
Alright. You make a human piñata.
The fuck no. I'm not a good artist.
Yeah, fair
I make
enough.
shitty videos on YouTube. You think I can make a 3D... Like, I used to do ice carving. I was fucking terrible at it. It was fun to use the chainsaw, though. That was cool. Vroom.
You should totally post a clip of you using a chainsaw on an ice carve.
I mean, I could post a clip of me using a chainsaw on something, but
Do
I
it.
don't happen to have a giant block of ice.
I think I might have a chainsaw.
Ice carving was cool, though. Surprisingly lucrative industry, because you can do 30 minutes of work and make $400. It's pretty cool.
If you're good at it.
And that not just because that was a pun.
Oh, god damn it. Fuck you. You and your puns.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Yeah. That's pretty gruesome.
So it's not a hangman's noose so much. Wait, is it tied like a hangman's noose, or is that just another buckle? I guess it'll tell us.
It looks like
This
there's a buckle
is
on
a
both
steel
ends.
reinforced cargo lashing belt. Big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's
So
some
it's
heavy
really
duty.
heavy.
It's funny because the perspective makes it look really thin, but it's very clearly a very, very... It's one of those, like, wide straps,
Yeah. I mean,
like cargo lines.
if you look,
It's just the perspective. But I don't... It looks like it's, like, fraying as though we're about to fall apart, but I think it's literally just tilted on its side.
No, it's like. Give me a second.
It's not a rope, it's like a belt.
That's one end, and the other end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looped on itself, and then it's like you were seeing it from the side near his neck. Yeah, so his neck will literally break before the rope does.
Oh yeah.
Don't ask me
Like,
how I know. But this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo. Yeah.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently, this is the reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so.
That is something you would say.
Then again, what do I know? I don't even know what an airship is. I wonder what
I like the first one.
What is an airship in context of this game? We've yet to see. I assume they mean a blimp or like a what you call it?
We saw one on the cover.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, there was the one flying thing holding a cart or holding one of the cargo things. It's on the title card.
What's another name for a blimp? Can't remember.
If you're thinking about a zeppelin, they're different.
Maybe I was like an
They're-
air jolly. What was I thinking of?
Air jolly?
Yeah, there's some particular slang I was trying to. Whatever, it don't matter. Yes, my brain tells me.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
Yeah, for sure. We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it. They sure wanted to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring. But did they even get him up there?
I mean,
How did they get him up there?
We saw by the A, there's the fucking shitty ladder on the side, and B, there was
Or they could have just used a ladder.
yeah. Plus, there was the footprints.
Right, the footprints are what I go back to, because that's the most damning evidence that it was like a mob that strung him up. But that's just the surface level observation.
Yeah.
We need more information to make a more educated observation.
I'd say one.
I'm still
Yeah.
approaching this as a lynching, yes.
Yeah.
Currently,
Motivated
yeah.
by the ongoing strike. You?
Yeah, don't ask me. I'm just lumbering from one moment to the next. Yeah, that tracks.
It does track, but
For now. Until we have better evidence, there's still a few pieces that have not fallen into place. The dude's clothes in the dumpster and the boot and his extravagant armor are two pieces that don't make a lot of sense given the context of the other pieces. Why would they leave if these guys did lynch him? Why did they leave the armor on him? If they were going to take all his clothes off. If they were indeed the ones that took the clothes off and then got them somehow in the dumpster, then why would they not also throw away the armor? If they weren't interested in any of his belonging. And also, who shot Hannibal?
and also, who let the dogs out?
Yeah.
Do you think it was something
70%
else?
of the cases I get are just filling in the blanks on the initial report. This belt worries me.
What's that?
I was gonna say, do you believe that something else happened, or do you think it was just a lynching?
It certainly looks like a lynching, although it's entirely possible that initially, it's possible that one person may, or at least a couple people may have carried them, and then a group of people came over here and saw the guards strung up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Just because there's a gaggle of footprints doesn't mean they all came at the same time. Although, In situations like this, it's very easy to assume radical ideas, but Occam's razor is in effect here.
True, but if it was all Occam's razor, this game...
It's a video game, so it's probably a little more complicated than it. But then again, the political situation with the Union is more complicated than it seems.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go with, I don't know for now, but if we get more information, I can make a better observation.
That's valid.
My hypothesis is still in production, but currently we don't even have a motive or an identification. Once we know who this guy is, that'll fill in a lot of those blanks. They sure want him to stay up there.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
That's true. If the belt and the wires are that reinforced, it's going to be very hard to get him down.
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Yeah, that makes
the
sense.
Buckle, yeah. Do they climb up the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man.
Right.
I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
Since the buckle is up there.
Right. Still... Yeah, and then they suspend it. They probably had somebody suspending him at the time. I guess the question is, was the dude dead by the hanging or not? That's probably the most important piece of information I can think of. Because if they hung the dude and he died on the branch... There would be probably signs of strain, because this tree doesn't seem that sturdy. Well, I guess it's been holding the body, so maybe not. But when somebody gets hanged, they thrash like crazy. And there'd probably be some evidence of that somewhere.
Yeah, we don't...
So
we'd have to more look at it closely at his neck to see if there's, like, claw marks to
Yeah.
try to get it off.
Exactly. I want to know that, too. That's also very relevant.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
True. It's hooked in a weird way.
Back off and look.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt.
Tattoo?
Limbs limp and torso
Oh, that's what that
covered in
is. Those are tattoos.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
said
I
that
thought
like
there was
3
like
times.
there's like burnt shit on him or something.
An intricate web
Or like
of
a-
blue lines
some sort of
stretches across the torso,
Clothes.
from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing.
Oh, okay.
Hundreds
That's what
of
that is.
fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
It looks kind of cool from at least over here. It's really hard to see it clearly.
It is very hard to see. I assume the concentration on his heart thing makes more sense the closer we can get. Because it seems to be concentrated on his right side, not his left. Like it seems mostly like the black parts are mostly in his right, like the middle and right section of his chest near his shoulder.
Yeah, you're right.
His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by in the Empire?
Thank God you're not saying that out loud.
Dude, if this game ends with Harry lying dead in a ditch, it would not be surprising.
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Oof.
Yes. Is this a map of the night sky?
Is it?
Is this a microelectric system?
Probably not.
Is a national pattern?
Maybe.
This seems like the more reasonable of the options.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the first one.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts.
Man, Kim,
century
you're so
insignia,
smart.
Maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
Yeah, that was kind of a stupid guess, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It seems to be relevant to some sort of symbol.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice.
Ooh, I like
The
that.
principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something.
So am I.
Oh god, Kim, your pants. Oh, right. His jacket, right. A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
Oh, he's taking off his
Takes a
jacket?
thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
I was wondering when we were going to get the word aluminium. I figured that was coming at some point.
That's not a real word. But he's taking pictures. I'd say just let him work.
Aluminium. Mooney Moolah. That's aluminum spelled backwards. What that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Cool.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Is it your camera? Did he steal it? Did he throw your stuff in? Oh wait, no, you did that. Never mind.
What if Kim was the one that threw away our stuff?
No, it's already proven that you were.
Wait, hang on a second. What if Kim...
I see what you did.
What if we've actually already met this guy? And Kim is actually punking us? What if Kim actually fucked us up?
What if Kim is actually Ashton Kutcher?
What if Kim is the murderer, is what I'm saying. And our amnesia is all a work, like Shutter Island style by him, to like gaslight us into thinking that we're a cop. No, we actually are a cop, that's still true. There's too much evidence supporting
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna say, he would have had to... Kim's the author, just like...
What if Kim was the real murderer all along? Damn, that would be brutal.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
It's a camera. You little twerp. All right, this is the same person that didn't know what a rake was.
That's true.
Ah, sad the things these kids get up to these days. With their TikToks, and their flossing, and their Nintendos, and their Game Boys, and their ham avocado sandwiches, and their rakes.
An instant color camera.
He produces 2 metal-capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. The thin slot shines there.
Interesting.
Oh, so he has to, like, assemble it? Man, this is some like, cyberpunk-ass tech. Or not cyberpunk,
1920s ass.
It's some
tech?
Call of Cthulhu-ass
I
tech.
thought you were gonna say Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Call.
Just wait, give it some time. They're gonna make another Call of Duty. It's like, the new Call of Duty, Call of Duty 20s. Because it's in the 20s. Because we're going back to the World Wars again. Because we've ran out of future tech ideas. Just wait for it. They're gonna do it.
World War...
That's what they started as.
Let me fact check something before I dunk on you.
What was World War? That was mid-20s?
No, 14 to 18.
What?
1914 to 1918.
Oh, okay. So it's a little bit after that.
Yep.
Or
I thought-
a little bit before that.
Yeah, I'm
okay,
like...
it's around that time.
I
Yeah,
knew
because
it-
the World War II is in the 40s.
Yeah, because
Right.
I knew it ended before 20, but... yeah. I knew it ended before 1920, but I couldn't remember if it ended in 1919 or 1918.
Hey, for reference, a lot of the things I say in this LP is a joke. One of the things I don't joke about is my literal, like, deficiency when it comes to most historical related things.
Your ineptitude at history.
I didn't care in school. I didn't pay attention. And also my teachers were awful.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Well, some of them were. Some of them were fine. They just didn't... they didn't make it fun, so I didn't want to listen to it.
Except your 7th grade English teacher.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
why...
he was the best.
That's why I like English.
I have only 2 ampoules.
I had him 2 years later.
Fucking
want to waste
mood.
one.
Only 2 ampoules. Nobody move. What's the camera at the corpse, peering into it. Lens seems suggesting. Then...
Uno,
Oh.
you fucker.
Oh, so the ampoules are like how many pictures you can take. Okay, gotcha.
Sound,
Oh my
shrill
god!
flash, followed
My
by the
eyes!
breaking of a
That
small
hurt.
ampoule
That
of glass.
actually hurt.
Why
You
did
see
we do
streams
this
of
in a
colour
fucking
pour
dark
onto the
room?
thick,
Ow.
greasy piece of paper, rolling out.
Fuckface, you might need to post-edit that just so it's not so jarring.
Fuckface, do not edit that. Make the viewers...
Yeah, make it brighter.
No, don't do that.
In fact, put an actual flashbang noise over the shot.
Oh, God. Oh,
Make sure that all the people with tinnitus also get hurt by it.
oh my God, that actually hurt my eyes.
Yeah, me too. Well, at least, hey, we're really immersed in the character.
Yeah.
The sound of a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of the small ampoule of glass. See streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy paper rolling out. Wow. Cool art.
Yeah.
I love the colors.
In case we need it.
The lieutenant says and shakes the paper. Letting
What
it
was
dry
she-
in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest.
That's fucking cool.
Oh, that's what the tattoo looks like. It still doesn't look like it's collected around his heart. But
I mean,
maybe I'm just misinterpreting that. Cool.
I'd say cool, because we know what the fucking photo's for.
That's true. It's obviously for documentation purposes later.
Oh shit, it's
Yes.
non-flammable.
It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Is that a big deal?
Eh.
I mean, I assume...
It's just cool that it's non-flammable.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. You said that as though you had some sort of quirky factoid about old cameras.
No, just...
Okay.
You don't think of photos as non-flammable, but this one...
Actually, I assumed old film was exceedingly flammable with all the
Same.
fucking chemicals and stuff. Alright, I mean, yeah, that was cool.
It contains insight to the victim's person.
But-
By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The
Mm.
story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Got picture as item. Well, that's relevant. It sounds like we should go around the entire town talking to all the people we've already talked to, with the photo now.
Probably.
Nah, I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna do it. Can I have it? I should look at it later, without the corpse smell.
Like you could do anything with it.
I do want it.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
Nice.
It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
Put it in your pack of cigarettes.
I should put it in my mouth. And
Oh,
then
wait, hold
gargle
on.
it. Alright, I can access my inventory right now.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical
They change
rainbow
it every
on the
single
photo
time.
paper,
So
teeming
cool.
with opportunistic organisms.
So cool. Look him, stare him down.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world,
Why's that?
protruding comically from their sockets.
Oh god, you can't
There is
see.
no one home,
It's awful.
just subaquatic terrors there.
Oh, it's almost like he's dead.
Oh yeah. See,
up.
that makes more sense.
Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed.
Ooh.
What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
You can say it out loud.
I can ask Inland Empire to ask him to ask me to ask.
And it's saying it out loud. I like this one.
Cool.
The corpse is dead silent.
No.
You have no idea why you just said that.
If Kim asks, just say, I'm quirky, shut up.
Ooh, that's one I want to redo. When we get to that point.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic
That
build.
sounds like a fun one. We'll see. Oh, well, when we leave this one, I'll back out and see if we have any items that can adjust it.
Okay.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
Squint, and then step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Yummy.
This is
No.
a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the
Oh.
first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the
That's a cool
discoloration?
trick. Just like spinning. That's
Oh.
also a neat trick. Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink. Thighs, too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Okay.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color coursing with dark marbled veins.
Cool.
His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Cool. It's like ye olde definition of pregnant, where you're like loaded with something. Cool.
So, what do you think?
I
think he's dead.
He sure is. I'm an ace detective, you see. I have reason to believe he may be unalive. How do you feel about, like, the trend of people not saying dead anymore? It's like a censorship tool, but it's just like people will say unalive instead of dead.
Yeah, unalive instead of dead or kill.
It's the same damn thing.
I'm pretty sure it's a way to get around demonetization specifically.
Demonetization's silly.
Well,
Good thing I'm not monetized. Then I could put kill in the title screen and it'll be just fine. He was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored. Yeah, right, okay. I wasn't connecting the dots on that one. Cover your nose. Something is coming out of him. Beaten up. See the bruises? I think he was upright.
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Oh, there's that one out. Yep, seems like a lynching. Could it still be he was moved after death? Or maybe he was strangled. That seems unlikely.
yeah.
Was he moved?
There's always a chance.
Right.
We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Right. So it still doesn't completely confirm anything.
He is beaten up.
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all
Right.
of them.
Oh.
The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little
Yeah,
sport.
you know, fair enough.
Oh,
Stop
Kuno
talking
backed
in
off.
riddles, coin slot.
Coin slut. Woo.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
What does that even mean? What does coin slot even mean in this concept?
Like, wage slave, maybe?
I guess.
It's like you put money in and do what you do what you're told.
Kim, do you eat a lot of pennies? It's not a good habit, I know, but if you did, you can be honest with me. I'm much worse off than you. Is something coming out of him?
A pool of blood and feces has
Frickin'
eaten into the frozen
Black
mud
things
below
keep
the
going up
mother's
the screen.
feet.
I keep thinking that it's
Liquid
like
is
a
dripping
bug crawling
into
on the
it.
screen.
I was
Drop
just
by
about to
drop.
say that. The last time it happened, I told myself I'm gonna say something next time because it's bugging me.
I get it.
Fuck.
Yeah. Why do you keep treating puns like they're a bad thing?
I don't.
There's nothing wrong with some good old-fashioned wordplay.
Every time
It's funny.
every time I make a pun or say, yeah, I know you like puns, you get on my ass about it.
Okay. Well, I'm a huge hypocrite.
Yeah, you fucking are.
Yeah. Ew, feces and mud, yummy.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
That's a very nice way of saying that.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Yes. wait, what the fuck? You're goddamn right. We got lucky. Maybe you went to the toilet sometime before death.
Maybe we got lucky.
Hey, what if I am gay? What if? Does that make me any different? Stop saying that, you little jerk.
Me?
Yeah, actually.
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds like seagulls.
Big said he's a...
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
Increasing and continual efforts on the part of the description for Kim to describe how he aggressively does not want to respond to anything we have to say.
I think he's dead.
He might be dead.
I agree.
Yeah.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
I didn't. So he was talking about the corpse. I thought I was talking about Kim. Saying his personality is no longer a part of the world.
Oh, I also thought he was talking about Kim.
Oh no, I think he's talking about the body. It's not related to that thing we just said. Dead. What is dead anyway? This Buster's not coming back. Totally. No, better not say that. Too heavy. The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago.
Jeez.
Dead.
Dabadoob doob dead.
Yeah!
Without a hint of comedy.
That hit melody.
Oh, melody.
Not a one muscle in his face moves.
Dude, Kim's the fucking best wingman.
He's focusing on much more important things. So he's like giving us like the liminal amount of brain power in order to respond. I've noticed that. He does that a lot. It's like whenever we say something batshit insane, his reaction's usually very muted. Or he goes like, mm-hmm. Or like he says, like he gives us like a right or an affirmation. Usually because he's actually focused on doing his job or is writing something down, but is trying to give us a positive reaction. When he actually pays attention to us, he gives us no reaction because he's aggressively trying to not comment on it.
Except for when he does. Now,
yeah, and that's when we go way too far. All right, back up.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Don't worry, he'll only rotate just enough so that the camera can get this nice consistent shot of him. He won't actually turn around so we can see his butt, because that would be gross. How do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
He stops to think, then checks his notes. Step back and have another look. We've been thorough. Do you have a plan to get him down? Interesting. I wonder if that involves talking to him. It probably does.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos.
for a second, what did we need for that?
We need Inland Empire. Oh, good autosave. Perfect. I was just about to do that. I do believe my necktie gives me a bonus to Inland Empire. Oh, wait. Yeah, it literally tells me. Manager skill, bonus from items. I believe taking my necktie off will lower it. Now, here's the question. I don't know if lowering my skill also counts as a modifier.
I doubt it.
Hey.
Probably do a manual save anyway.
It's
The
just
man
autosave.
before you is naked,
Still locked.
but for a pair of underpants
Yeah.
and white boots.
Hold on.
His skin is marbled.
Now that we've
with
taken it
decaying veins and blotched
Leave, then
by
put it back
lividity.
on.
No, that wouldn't work.
I don't know, man. I've seen some spaghetti code in some games.
Don't think that's gonna work.
I don't think so either, but it might.
You know what I could do? I could go get some cigarettes to increase my intelligence.
Well, first let's see if this game is made out of spaghetti code.
Because I have higher endurance now, right?
Yeah.
So I could probably get away
The
with
man
it.
before you
Still
is
locked.
naked,
Okay. I just
but
wanted to
for a
make sure
pair
it wasn't made out of spaghetti code.
Delicious, delicious cigarettes.